Is this the face of a demon? There are those who will tell you it is. While winged creatures like this have been sighted all over the world, the most famous being the Mothman of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. This particular apparition makes its home in and around the 21,000 acres that make up the Ravenna Arsenal, also known as the Ravenna Ordinance Plant. The land the arsenal sits on was originally reserved by the government in 1940. The Ordnance Plant itself was used to manufacture munitions during World War II, the Korean War, and finally for the Vietnam War, before being placed on standby in 1971. It was shortly after that time that reports began to circulate of other activity from the still government-owned installation. UFO and creature sightings were not uncommon during this time period, including the occasional sighting of a winged humanoid we chose to call the Freedom Demon. Documented sightings are rare, and the ones that are available are vague as to where they took place. Few witnesses are named by reporters who didn't seem to take these reports seriously. We did find one that mentions Janice Gifford of Windham, Ohio, who was driving down Smalley Road with her sister late one evening on their way to a friend's house, when a large winged creature flew across the road in front of their vehicle. Just what did they see that night? Smalley Road has not changed much through the years. It is still a country back road that winds its way through Freedom Township and parallels the fence along the old Ordnance Plant. While driving their route, we couldn't help but be curious about what they experienced. Of course, it was dark. Due to the abundance of contamination within the Ravenna Arsenal's boundaries, it's been speculated that these creatures may be the byproduct of genetic mutation, while others believe the sightings can be attributed to a species already found in the area, the great horned owl, which can have a wingspan of 4 to 5 feet. Part of our investigation has been to visit and collect evidence from the known sighting locations. In doing so, we hope to have a better understanding of what the witnesses were experiencing. During our investigation around the boundaries of the old Ordnance Plant, we often found we were not alone. Unmarked black SUVs would often drive by our location, or park a few hundred feet away watching us while we worked. Interestingly enough, the location where this photo was taken is where the only known picture of the Freedom Demon was captured. Sometime in 2010, this image turned up on the internet and is thought to possibly be the demon. The image shows an entity in flight above a road in a wooded area just inside one of the arsenal gates. If that was true, we were curious to know the size of the subject. If the object is where it was depicted to be, it would be approximately here, roughly 300 feet from where the photo would have been taken just outside the gate. We decided to determine the object's size in the picture by matching the distance with the known size of an object the same distance away. To do this, we took a picture from the same perspective as the original, then another of Steve 300 feet away. Determining the size difference between our image and the scanned original, we made the same corrections to the photo of Steve. Now Steve and our subject should be the same size and distance. The results surprised even us. If Steve's image represents a 6-foot human, our subject would be just under 8 feet tall and would fit the average witness's description of this creature. And while we found that very interesting, it is not enough to support the authenticity of the photo. The subject itself is simply too blurred for any type of positive identification. But if this creature is still here, perhaps someday someone will be able to provide better evidence. Until then, if you happen to be traveling near the old Ravenna Ordnance Plant, keep your eyes open. The Freedom Demon may still be seeking refuge in the mysteries of the Ravenna Arsenal.